You're watching Saki Chronicles.
How did we miss this little factoid?
I know, right? To be honest, I'm a little disappointed that Barry didn't pick up on it.
Exactly. There he is.
What's going on?
We were just discussing how you failed to mention that in Resident Evil Retribution.
Gross.
You never mentioned that Bin Bing Lee, the actress playing Ada Wong, needed to have all of her lines dubbed over.
Oh, damn, really?
By Sally K. Hill.
Long time no see.
I could show you a dozen, just like her, in cold storage.
No goddamn way.
I'm sorry, but it's true.
100%. A missed opportunity on your part, Bear.
Truly shameful.
Well, shit, I guess I did drop the ball on that. Points to Anderson for at least getting the OGVA to voice her. Impressive.
Most impressive.
It's also interesting to me how there are now two Cahill actresses voicing characters in the Resident Evil franchise.
You'll just find any way to bring her into this, won't you?
I don't know what you're talking about. Let's just start up what we're here to do.
What are we doing anyways?
He already forgot.
Gentlemen, we're going to rank the Dead Space characters.
It's about time.
Oh, right. I never liked how we left that franchise unfinished.
There's a lot of things that you've left unfinished. And here I am, cleaning up after you.
This is going to be an interesting one, to be honest, since most of the games themselves have the same protagonist, unlike the Resident Evil series.
Wouldn't you consider the RE series main protag to just be Leon?
Right? It's like the entirety of the X-Men films tried to have a variety of different main characters, but we all know it was really just about Wolverine.
What I mean is that yes, even though Leon is in an alarming amount of the core media, he's not the main character in some of them, whereas Isaac Clarke is in 100% of the mainline series.
Spin-offs?
We'll get to those, don't you worry.
So how do you want to do this then?
We'll do chronological order of release date, antag to protag, with maybe some switches from here to there. However, I'm going to reserve the right to change up the order whenever I want.
What a weird thing to flex, but fine.
Ending with Isaac for each?
Yeah,
No bosses?
there's barely any to speak of.
What about that Regenerator motherfucker or the one in DS2?
The Hunter and Hunter 2.0? No fucking way. Completely dodgeable until you literally press a button to kill one. The end. Not worth the time.
Goddamn Capcom, first Ouroboros fight much?
I don't like it.
Yeah, me either.
Fine. We'll rank a few bosses sprinkled in the roster. But not the mid-motherfuckers.
Good.
So we'll go ahead and start this with Challis Mercer.
Am I the only one who sees that we have died out a long time ago? We just haven't accepted it yet.
I absolutely hated this prick, no cap. This piece of shit was unbearable.
I think that's the point, Joe.
So I get that this game is nearly a carbon copy of RE4, sans the snarky main character. You got your evil religious cult that violently transforms their followers so much that headshots are practically useless. All led by a charismatic psychopath.
Charismatic? At one point his congregation ends up leaving him, I thought.
This is what we have been waiting for! Don't listen to them! Come back! Come back!
What a tool. He needs to sweeten his words enough so that the sheep will keep eating.
Wow, so much shit just made more sense.
Focus. But where Sadler was a treat to behold every second he was on screen,
A senior moment, perhaps.
Mercer was the exact opposite.
Accept your part in the God's plan. Embrace your own extinction.
The dude is just a different version of Kevin Copeland. But seriously, all this idiot did was taunt from either behind glass or through an intercom. The only real threat he has towards Isaac is the fucking Hunter. Which, by the way, how is it this guy has an entire room with giant tubes inside and nobody thought to question that shit? Motherfucker wasn't even remotely trying to hide his scheming.
Why would he? Half the ship was commanded by unitologists. They probably gave him the test tubes themselves.
Deadass, this dude would pull me out of the environment so much.
Explain.
So there are moments when you find a random person that has somehow survived up until Isaac comes into their vicinity, whether they are completely insane.
What's he doing that for?
Because he's a freak.
Or in distress.
Nothing to be afraid of. I knew you would come.
You can tell that these poor fuckers never had a chance. That's supposed to be the whole point of this. If you were on the Ishimura, you're pretty much fucked. Unless you're Challis fucking Mercer, apparently. This motherfucker saunters around the ship like he isn't in any danger at all.
Right, just look at him saunter around without a care in the galaxy.
He can come and go as he pleases.
Yeah, that's one of the immersion-breaking things about the game. Kind of like when Alfred or Irons is doing the same thing. At least in RE1, Wesker is shown to fight creatures for survival.
Back on track, I would have to say that the most terrifying Mercer gets is actually when he's got poor Jacob Temple tied to that chair and Elizabeth Cross's body on the ground.
No shit, this one broke my fucking heart.
I'm with you on that one, especially since we were so close to saving him.
Yeah, no shit.
But as I was saying, we were following Jacob Temple's survival throughout the entire game through audio logs.
This is Temple. This is Temple. Engineering log. Temple reporting. If it's one of those crazy unitologist bastards, I'll break their neck.
So it hit harder when you finally catch up to him and Mercer fucking kills him in front of you. And there's nothing you can fucking do but to watch him suffer and die.
I agree, and that's exactly why Mercer's death is even worse for me, since it's practically nothing. In fact, if you aren't paying any attention at all, you might miss it.
That's all, folks.
Dude goes out like a fucking bitch, that's for sure.
It's actually hilarious to me. But to quote the late, great Chester Bennington, in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Yeah, no shit.
I feel like we've talked way too long about this fuck, so I vote D tier so that we can move on.
No way.
I agree, that's not happening.
How the fuck do you figure? He doesn't do shit. You never see him outside of real-time cinematics, and his death is practically forgettable. He's the Dead Space equivalent to Alfred Ashford.
Even so, but he's still the main villain who created the memorable Hunter.
Not to mention that he fucking kills Temple and Cross so terribly.
Plus we put Ashford in C, and I think Mercer was a bigger impact than that giggling idiot was. I vote for low B at the very least.
Yeah, I'm down with that.
You both are out of your minds. I will not stand by and watch that annoying necro fucker sit in B tier. He's mid as fuck, so I'll concede to C tier only.
Fine, fuck it. He's not worth fighting over. C tier it is.
Good. At least he won't be the worst uni we have to deal with. Unitologists are so fucking stupid, it's incredible. So I get that the unis on board were rock hard for the marker, but isn't this the first time that anyone has seen necromorphs? How the fuck does this scream peak human evolution?
Technically they were seen on the colony, which is what extraction is about. But I understand what the unis want. The necro-infection is a new look at immortality, I suppose.
It's not all that different than what Wesker or Sadler spouts out, and we love those guys.
That's uni-sympathizing, Barry. Those guys wanted single control over others. Most, if not all, their subjects were forced into those abominations. But unitologists willingly worship this shit. They're like those stupid apes at the beginning of Space Odyssey. How the fuck is this what they could possibly want? For example, how can any unitologist look at the Leviathan and say, yup, that's exactly what I hope for. To be the size of a ship and eat everything in sight. And you better not say a fucking word, you motherfucker.
Damn it, he beat me to it.
Perfect segue, Donnie. If I'm being honest, the Leviathan was a really cool boss fight. I personally love the build up to it. You have to do all this shit in hydroponics only to find out that the poison you've been creating for the last hour or so didn't even kill it. So you need to go inside and finish the job.
Dear God, I never would have thought that he gave such a shit about this thing.
If it had a tomboy haircut and wore a little red choker, would he simp over that too?
Oh, shut the hell up. You can't tell me that you didn't think this thing was lit. Even the way the lights slowly turn on just to show you that it's the size of the entire room was crazy good.
And then it all falls apart when you realize that all you have to do is blast at its glowing weak points and throw the actual bullshit it spits out right back into its face, as if it was Birdo or something.
Or all the times you have to literally jump out of the way of its tentacles. Truly peak gaming in 2008.
Agreed.
Okay, so points taken for it not being as innovative as other games, but come on. Damn thing is like a massive Lovecraftian dream.
Or nightmare.
Barry, I refuse to rank this thing higher than C, and that's being generous.
No cap, as cool looking as it is, the damn thing is no different than the NDSU boss in RE5. It's as engaging as a turret section.
Actually, that's exactly what it is later on. A fucking turret section.
Oh shit, you're right, I forgot.
I changed my mind. D tier.
First off, Donnie, you're wrong. You're confusing the Remnant fight in the remake to the slug in the OG. And as for the ranking, no fucking way. And you already used your veto card earlier on the Doctor, so it stays in C tier. Maybe next time you won't be so quick to bitch so much.
You're so fucking goddamned annoying.
Well good, now that we got that all sorted out, can we move on to the Hive Mind already?
Oh right, this fucking thing that pops out of the planet like a fucking baby xenomorph.
So I don't know if I'm going to get some flack for this, but I know that this was supposed to be the final boss and the big bad of the game. However, it was just as big a letdown as when the Dami Mommy was only in the first 2 hours of the game.
My heart still hasn't recovered.
Okay, I will admit that although fighting it was mediocre, its concept was pretty dope.
Dope or not, this thing had no business being a final boss. Sidestep its tentacle slam and shoot the glowing red orbs inside its ripped open chest and boom. Done. Damn thing is just an upgraded Zelda boss on Space Crack.
I can't argue with that. I mean, you don't even get any information about it until you're almost done with the game.
Look. Look at this.
What the hell is even that?
That is what we found in the core of the planet. Mercer calls it the Hive Mind.
You're not supposed to name it. Once you name it, you start getting attached to it. Now put that thing back where it came from, or so help me!
I can understand that it having this psychic link with all the necromorphs and shit is kind of cool or whatever, but in the end, the real threat is the marker itself, right? Not this fleshy fucking hemorrhoid sticking out of the planet. The only dope part of the fight is when it grabs you and you have to try and aim while upside down and in the air. That shit was hard.
Skill issue.
Fuck off.
You guys need to look past the gameplay on these fights. Before Dead Space, before they were visceral, they were known as Redwood Shores, and they had really only worked on Tiger Woods games and The Sims.
Did you really forget about the epic Lord of the Ring games?
Fool of a took.
They also did the Godfather game too.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
That shit is more fire than the GTA games. Come fight me.
See, there it is again. Sometimes I can't see if you're just trying to piss me off or not.
Get that fake-ass rug out of your eyes and maybe you'll see better.
It's enough. The fact of the matter is that the Hive Mind played a pivotal role in the game, being a nexus between the marker and the Necros themselves. I mean, come on, if we give that kind of credit to a guy like Sadler, then there's no reason why we can't for this thing. And Sadler had shitty weak points too.
Shit, you're right.
I will admit that it does the single most memorable thing in the game.
I know where you're going with that, and I want you to wait until we get to it. As for the Hive Mind, I vote B tier. Gameplay aside, it still has a bigger impact than the Leviathan and Mercer, seeing as how it helped annihilate an entire colony.
Okay, I agree. Coming across the remnants of the colony was awesome. Just like it was with the Ishimura.
It's like a longer version of Event Horizon.
Exactly.
Before we continue then, I just got one question about it.
What?
Are we supposed to believe that the Hive Mind is the one who threw the Leviathan into space?
Explain.
Yeah, elaborate on that shit, Joe.
Well, in the game, you come across an audio log explaining where the damn thing came from.
Hydroponics log, Dr. Cross reporting. Something huge just slammed into the hole near food storage. It wasn't a rogue asteroid. I know what that sounds like. But it was big and heavy. I'll report again when I know more.
So unless this thing is just taking an infinite space walk, I kind of think that the Hive Mind threw it up there.
Good question, Joe. Perhaps we should bring it up to A tier for the sheer fact that it just hurls another boss out into space?
No way, Bear. I'll agree to B tier, but that's it. Besides, it's just as likely that it popped off like a zit when the Ishimura cracked the planet.
Fucking gross, Donnie.
Fine, let's move on to Dr. Terrence Kyne then.
Dr. Kyne.
Okay, so here's a guy whom at first seems to have that jittery personality after they've survived being alone. You know what I mean? Like General Owen in Starship Troopers.
I wish you'd just shoot me. Turn it! He's just a little out of his mind, sir.
Or that shitty robot from Treasure Planet.
I've lost my mind. You haven't found it, have you?
Yeah, but then you find out that he fucking killed the captain. Horrifically.
This scene makes me think that he was always insane. Why else would he have that syringe anywhere near the captain's face but not the neck or arms?
Maybe he's an eye doctor too, since he seems to be the only one around here trying to help people.
Oh, 100%. He's really the only unitologist that I like, but that's mainly because he actually sees that what they're doing is utter nonsense.
Captain, people are dying down there, killing each other. Is this madness, the transformation unitology teaches us?
He can't turn a blind eye to the horrors of what's going on.
And yet, with everything that's happening around him, he's still just so polite.
Mr. Clarke, Mr. Clarke.
Excellent work, Mr. Clarke. Excellent work.
Kyne trying desperately to fix the problem and right the wrongs is always a plus for me. Plus, the dude survived for days among a ship full of necromorphs and everything else.
He's not completely unscathed, Barry. The dude's mind is almost completely fried.
No shit, dude is talking to his dead wife like he was in the Sixth Sense or something.
I know that you know it's true. I know.
I see dead people.
A common theme in this series, so it won't be the last. However, even with all that's happened with him, he wasn't in it for that long and was really only used to set up the twist at the end. So I'm going to vote for C tier below Mercer.
I'll agree to that. He's pretty mid, to be honest.
Damn.
All right then, let's move on to Zach Hammond.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
Oh fuck yeah, okay, now we're getting into the good ones. Hammond was the fucking best. A dope-ass security officer through and through. Never lost focus of the mission.
Yeah, even when it was futile.
But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you.
He relents later on, though, when things get too bad.
Listen, I'm calling aboard on the mission. Fuck the CEC and fuck the chain of command.
I don't give a shit. This guy was an alpha beast. Dude knew how to take charge, even when fucking Kendra kept second-guessing him.
Get that elevator back online.
Power's dead. I can't.
Then reroute the damn power.
You're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to die out here.
Your lack of confidence in me is duly noted, Miss Daniels.
We'll get to dive into Kendra later on, but I agree. All Hammond tried to do was to get everyone home safe. He was basically Lawrence Fishburne in Event Horizon.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive.
You're going outside on the Clarke with Cooper. You're gonna repair the ship. No mistakes. Mistakes, nobody goes home, understood?
God damn, that man knew how to lead. Truly the best.
So look, I get what you guys are saying and that you got a marker-sized stiff for him. Correct me if I'm wrong, though, but there's a moment where you come across him in hydroponics, right? Where he's just sitting there because he was trying to get the air supply back on?
Good to see you in one piece.
Just sitting there, the man is gasping for air, trying to breathe in a literal toxic environment.
Like a staff member on the Ellen DeGeneres show. But to answer your question, yes, the man was doing what any commander was trying to do and save lives.
So he goes into an area where he knows that the air supply is failing without anything to breathe with?
Don't take your helmet off. The air's rotten.
I mean, shit. I can understand Kendra not wearing a helmet, but why is this security officer not able to? In fact, later on in the series, they show that security forces and even soldiers have helmets. It's practically standard, so why can't Hammond find something simple to keep himself alive in?
This is a pretty weak debate, Joe, even for you.
Yeah, now you're just nitpicking, Joe. So what's your point?
My point is that this is a man who runs in, head first, to try and fix a problem without fully assessing the issue any further. Problems that he doesn't even fix in the first place, but sends Isaac to do it instead.
Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
I need you to get that centrifuge operational. Refuel the main engine and fire it up so I can stabilize the ship's orbit. The ADS is completely shut. I'll need your help to fix this. You're going to have to reroute them manually through at least 3 junction boxes to activate the primary cam.
That's his job. He's the commander, so he commands.
Besides, you don't really have time to assess the air supply issue when you're running out of fucking air to breathe.
Point taken, but you know what you can assess? Proper disposal of enemies. Especially when you have them locked up and they can't get out.
Shit! Stand back! Oh, that one was dead when I sealed the pod. These things don't die easily.
Oh, God damn it.
Fuck, I knew he was going to bring that up.
Exactly. Hammond's the one that blasts that necromorph out of the Ishimura, and it makes the entire situation so much worse. That one action not only doomed the entire crew of the USM Valor, but also added to Isaac's difficulty.
Hold the fuck up. I'm not going to sit here and let you use the catastrophe that happens on the Valor to tarnish this Alpha. It was not his fault that these roided up jarheads couldn't take out a single fucking necromorph. That's the biggest fucking skill issue in the entire series, hands down.
This is Commander Cadigan. We have hostiles on board. This is not a drill. Hostiles are alien. Repeat, alien and extremely dangerous. All personnel, have weapons ready and fire at will.
I'm with Donnie on that one. They also mentioned that they were there to possibly destroy the Ishimura for its illegal activities, even stating that the crew might be infected. And I know we're only talking about the OG, but in the remake they even bring a motherfucking nuke. These dumbasses knew what was going on and still fucked up. Hammond's actions are still justified.
Justified to launch the one and only escape pod that they had? He didn't even want to entertain the thought that one of them could have used it? I mean, goddamn, he could have had that whole hero sacrifice thing by pushing Isaac into the last remaining escape pod like they do in Armageddon. Or Piers.
You're wrong, Joe. That wasn't the only escape pod. Because Isaac uses another one in DS2 to get back into the sprawl, remember?
Fuck, I forgot.
Besides, and we may as well talk about it, but Hammond does the whole self-sacrifice thing anyways with the brute, remember?
Get that Coleman tunnel! Don't wait for me! Oh, fuck me!
He's already dead.
He puts himself in that situation just to tell Isaac what he already knows. Dude died for nothing, since we still have to kill the brute anyways. Fucking C tier.
Fuck that.
That's not happening, Joe.
Fine, low B then.
Again, fuck that. This shit isn't going to be Re4 OG again.
I don't know what's going on with you, Joe, but Donnie's right. Hammond is dope as fuck in this. He takes tasks head on, and even with Kendra constantly spouting out shit, either undermining his authority or trying to make him the red herring, he was dope through and through. He goes into A tier, and that's that.
Agreed.
Fuck it, fine.
Good, now let's move on to Kendra Daniels.
How many times you watched that thing?
This fucking bitch.
See, now I didn't really mind her all that much. Spoilers aside, she actually does try to help the others.
Only because she's practically the Ada Wong of Dead Space.
Side note on that, Donnie, but there's quite an alarming amount of Ada Wongs in this franchise. Basically one in each game. Just a bunch of backstabbing bitches. So much so that we'll count them as we go.
A little odd, but might be fun.
Back on track, Kendra is sent with them as a computer specialist. But just like the others, she gets separated and I guess finds a nice comfy nest to lay low.
Where are you?
Nice to see you're alive and well, Hammond. I barricaded myself in the computer core.
I definitely would love to know where she hid, as she doesn't seem to be in any danger the entire time Isaac is getting his absolute shit wrecked.
I gotta agree with that. Both Isaac and Hammond are busting their asses off, but she's just sitting back and waiting for them to finish, safe in her little sanctuary while all the men do the heavy lifting.
Did you really just pull that card out?
I calls them like I sees them.
Jesus Christ.
She wasn't completely safe, as we know that the marker will also fuck with your brain too. A few times she's been mentally assaulted with seeing visions of her brother.
Isaac, I've been reading these reports. The crew all began having mass hallucinations. And, well, I just saw my brother on a security monitor. And that's just not possible.
That's that delicious shit we get back in the suffering. Fucking love it.
Plus there's still that little piece of information where she has to actually leave her safe zone just to make it to the shuttle.
I'm heading up to the flight deck now. Oh God, I'm just gonna run for it.
It's not like she wasn't in any danger. She was still in that nest of horrors like they all were.
All she fucking did was either argue with Hammond right in the middle of a crisis.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive.
Or like we said, tried to set him up to be the villain.
When were you going to tell us about the artifact, Hammond? This marker?
I don't know anything about that.
CEC didn't know anything about it. You're lying.
Back up! I am not the bad guy here.
Not to mention, she also tells Isaac what to do.
First off, giving the most qualified person a task on how to fix shit isn't a bad thing. It's kind of necessary for the engineer to do that.
Your goal will be to turn on the backup generator. To do this, you must brave the storm outside and get into this sewage duct. Meanwhile, Team A will go to the holding area, here, where there is a television and some cocoa.
Also, it's not like she had a fucking gun or anything. What was she supposed to do? Nag the fucking necros to death, limb by limb?
Doesn't have a gun? Then what the fuck did she kill Kyne with? Because remember, she's the actual bad guy in this.
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't let him go through with it. I suppose I should thank you for finding the marker.
If I'm going to be honest, I really didn't care for the big reveal on this.
Right? I mean, I liked the twist. It wasn't like those shitty ones in Revelations.
Okay, let me be more clear. I liked the twist since it had some actual substance to it and wasn't used like those frivolous ones inside a Marvel film. However, that being said, Kendra finally establishing EarthGov as this bigger fish in the sea did seem a little bit lackluster to me.
She needed to explain that EarthGov were the ones who planted that marker, which then explains why the Hive Mind pops out of the ground.
Like daisies! This divine relic, made by man. Then they brought it to Aegis 7 and activated it. And you've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares.
Look, Kendra was dope in this. She wasn't even all that evil like Mercer was. Just a nagging space Ada trying to do her job while having more shit to deal with than in Raccoon City, which I think we've already established. The only big difference between the two is that she doesn't want to fuck Isaac.
And yet both still end up achieving the same thing, failing. But at least with Kendra, we get one of the best fucking deaths in the entire franchise.
Oh my God.
Fatality. Oh, that's brutal.
Goddamn, smashes her like a fucking bug.
That tentacle dragging her on the floor was just the...
Absolutely.
All right, guys, I'm not going to include the huge twist at the end until we get to it, but I will acknowledge that Kendra is the one who brings it to light. So with all that being said, I vote for A tier above Hammond.
I don't like it, but we need to move on so I can live with it.
Same.
Done. Now let's talk about Nicole Brennan.
This is Senior Medical Officer Nicole Brennan transmitting ship-wide. We need more help.
She's Isaac's girlfriend, and the whole reason Isaac volunteered to go on this mission, I guess.
Isaac? Is that really you? It feels like it's been so long.
It's his entire motivation to keep searching among the dead crew and shit for hours, because he wants to find her. Or at least that's what we have to assume, since Isaac never speaks a fucking word.
It's basically a classic, my girlfriend's been captured, I need to go save her.
I guess you guys don't remember that Hammond literally tells Isaac that he's going to help him find her.
You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole. Get me the captain's rig codes, and we'll find Nicole.
But this kind of shit always makes me cringe just a bit. Like, you're gonna go through all this hell and carnage for your girlfriend? I'd understand your wife and even your child, but for somebody who you're still trying to figure out what their favorite pizza topping is?
Big surprise, Donnie wouldn't sacrifice shit to anyone he could just throw wads of cash at instead.
So I'm gonna pay you $100 to fuck off.
This one shouldn't be too hard, seeing as how she isn't really in the game until the very last part. I think Mercer has more screen time than she does, actually.
Well, other than the vid call he watches over and over like a preteen watching the interrogation scene from Basic Instinct.
Great scene.
Fucking Christ, Donnie.
She does appear in that one part where Isaac's trying to go through a door.
The beacon's in the storage room next to you. I think I could disable the lock from here. Hold on.
And you have to protect her from necros, which I'm still kind of wondering about the whole
Hold
fact.
up. Are we gonna say it then?
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Good, because I don't want to tiptoe around this subject more than I have to.
Agreed. So the big reveal at the end of the game is that even though Isaac is frantically trying to find her, Dr. Nicole Brennan has been dead the entire time.
And it was Kendra who broke it to Isaac.
And this time, watch you right to the end. See?
Side note, I actually like how they set up the chapters so that the first letter from each one spells out Nicole is dead. Pretty peak, in my opinion.
True.
So back to what I was saying, the scene where she's helping him on to open the door and the necromorphs attacking her, is that all just in Isaac's head? It must be, because she's not really there at all, yet how was the door unlocked? Or what were the necros even attacking in the first place?
None of it was real. It was all in his head, probably even the door being locked at all. Kendra even says that Isaac has completely lost his fucking mind at this point.
See? You're insane. Just like Kyne, Nicole has been dead this whole time. Whatever you were seeing was caused by that.
He's practically the main character from Fight Club. But back on track, yes. Nicole was dead the whole time, and I even like to think that she may have been one of the necromorphs that he kills at some point, and he just didn't know.
I think she even mentions it in the second one, maybe?
Let's not get too far ahead.
So basically, she was a figment in his head that the marker used to get itself back to the Hive Mind.
Isaac, make us whole again. Make us whole again. Isaac, make us whole again.
Alright, I get it!
I'm gonna have to go with C tier, to be honest. I get that she's his whole motivation, but there's just not enough characterization for me to care by the end of the game. But that twist is enough for her to be out of D.
Yeah, I don't really feel that attached to her at all. Honestly, most of the time I forget that we're even trying to find her through all the running around and killing. Every once in a while she'll pop up and do that stupid make us whole bullshit, or whatever. Glitching the screen whenever she's around them, like she's a walking antennae or something.
Isaac, make us whole again.
Well, at least one of those pop-ups turned herself into one of the scariest jump scares in video game history. I fucking love that shit.
Agreed, so I don't see a problem with C tier. Alright boys, let's finish this up with the main man himself. Isaac fucking Clarke.
Fuck yeah, this boy is the shit, no fucking cap. Dude walks in so tough his fucking boots can be heard with each confident step.
Everything about him is a pro. His engineering skills. The best. Survival and endurance. Peak. The man was in the wrong place at the right time, I guess.
True. The only con I can think of is that we don't know shit about him, really. The dude never says anything.
That's pretty much just Super Mario then, and the world loves him. Just put some necromorphs into the Mushroom Kingdom, and boom. You got dead space.
So would that just make the toads like what? The baby crawlers or something?
Look at us. We're adorable. Kick the baby. Don't kick the goddamn baby. Kick it. Wah!
Oh, side note, did either of you notice how Visceral kind of rips off that Bandersnatch kill from Code Veronica with the lurkers?
Those cheeky fucks.
Right? I get copying off Capcom with Re4 at the time, but damn did they dig deep on that one.
Well, I say this boy should sit at S tier and we can start up the next peak game.
Obviously.
Hold up.
Are you fucking serious?
You gotta be fucking kidding me here.
Isaac motherfucking necro-stomping, tentacle-slapping Clarke from the OG? Not on top.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You've obviously been too close to the marker because you must be insane.
You guys finished?
No. Yes.
I wasn't kidding when I said that we don't know shit about him. The man never speaks a single word. I mean, shit, we got more backstory about Leon from the 2 OG manual.
So what? Sometimes I'd rather the protagonists keep their fucking mouths shut. The constant banter is fucking annoying at times.
I just moved shit with my mind.
I just keep hearing I.
Put it in me. Oh, mate, bloody hell. Now you've just made it weird.
No kidding. Silence is golden in most cases, whether you pay for it or not. Right, Don?
Fuck off.
Look, characterization is just one of those attributes that matters. Even the slightest bit can make or break the tier.
Won't you two just die already? You're making me look bad.
I expected more of a challenge after all this time, Chris.
Hey! You think I'm a stalker, don't you?
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
I agree that Isaac is a dope motherfucker, but when the guy is literally a mute that goes from A to B because he's told to, he just feels like a shell. At that point, ranking him in S tier is basically ranking the player themselves.
That's right, me. I'm S tier, baby.
Shit, I think I see where he's going.
Come on, Joe.
There's actually a good example of this, and it's fucking Amanda Ripley from Alien Isolation. She's basically exactly like Isaac, an engineer on a derelict spacecraft trying to survive and using her skills to do so.
What the hell happened here?
However, she has way more personality than Isaac does, and that's why she's an S tier character.
I need to find comms. I need to contact my ship.
Exactly.
Fuck, I can't actually argue with that. But if that's the case, then why stop at A tier and not just slap him into B?
No fucking way.
Because everything that he experiences in the OG, he retains and carries into the later games.
I still don't agree with it.
Look, to prove my reasoning that he's just a shell, I'll say this. At the end of the game, they show the credits, which includes the voice cast.
Right, makes sense.
Obviously.
But Isaac Clarke isn't even listed.
Fucking what?
Are you serious?
Deadass 100%. They don't even list the man who did his grunts and screams. Isaac is completely uncredited.
Isn't it Gunner Wright?
No, he didn't start up until 2011, where he auditioned for Dead Space 2. He even talks about his first time in the booth along with Sunita Henry, who played Ellie.
And once we started to do production on Dead Space 2, I mean, I fell in love with it. I'm laughing. As we're in the vocal booths, I'm looking at production. Sunita Henry, who played Ellie, I'm looking over at her going, you know, we're getting paid to do this, right?
Dear fucking Christ.
Fucking EA, man.
So, yeah, I vote for high A tier.
Yeah, all right, I concede.
Same. Put that husky man up there.
Done. So let's move into Dead Space Extraction, which was actually a prequel to the OG.
Right, the prequel that we totally knew about.
Yes, of course.
So let's just rank the characters real fast so we can get to the other. Fuck.
God damn it.
Jesus Christ, what now?
You fuckers are really gonna make me do this. Really?
Come on, Saki, don't make us.
Did you rank Dead Space Extraction fairly?
It's not that simple of an answer.
Did you or did you not rank Extraction fairly?
No.
All right then. Now fix it.
God damn it, I hate fixing shit.
I seem to do it all the time.
Come on, he's right. We didn't rank it properly, so we'll do it now, but after the characters. Also, no rankings on the two Necro bosses, since they're both ridiculous and worse than the OG Hive Mind is.
Bet. Especially that one that spews out those beads. We all know what those were, so I don't know what Visceral was doing when they came up with that.
We all know what's going on here.
Lastly, we won't be judging their gameplay, since all of them play the exact same, which is terrible.
Agreed.
I'm good with that.
So who do we start with? Because to my knowledge, even though there are some good characters in this, there's barely any actual cut scenes since everything is real time. So it's hard to analyze somebody's traits when you don't even get to see their face, really.
Weren't you the one advocating for Amanda Ripley in S tier a moment ago?
Shit, that's right.
I get what he's saying, so let's just do the best we can at this. There are 4 main characters, 2 minor ones, and a side character that's only on screen for 3 minutes, but is still important. Let's start with the minors.
Minors, not minors.
Barry, you know you can't.
Shut the hell up.
Geez, fair enough. Moving on.
So the first one will be Sam Caldwell.
Sam, come on. Get suited up quick or the only date you'll have is with an overtime sheet.
Say no more. Lexine's already mad at me. She'd kill me if I bailed on her.
He's one of the very first people to help extract Marker 3A from the planet's surface. And I gotta say, it's nice to see everything unfold at first through his eyes. Watching the miners and the other people losing their goddamn minds was a really cool experience.
Absolutely, 100%. Since every time we've played these games, it's always after that shit hits the fan, it's nice to be there to finally catch it in the face.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, that was really fucking sussed on.
I said watch it take place.
Sure, big guy.
Whatever. Seeing Sam kill a miner and the others reacting to it like regular human beings felt appropriate.
Oh, please. Oh.
Oh man, I can't believe this.
Sam, get that rock saw. We may need it.
Yes, Sam was a great gateway into what was to come to this colony. And although his mental fortitude outlasted a lot of his colleagues,
we have to end it!
Shit! Egan, stop! What are you doing?
You can't stop it. You can't fight it.
the most interesting part was actually the end of his chapter.
No kidding. Dude goes through all this hell having to kill his own people because they were shown to be going crazy and attacking him, only to find out that he was actually the one going insane and slaughtering his team.
We can't stop it.
Oh, Sterling. Oh God, I thought you were... I've got to get out of here. Back to Lexine.
With the exception of the first miner, it's possible that 90% of his victims weren't crazy at all.
He's not even packing a gun.
You're shitting me. This is the guy that slaughtered his entire crew.
Why'd you do it, son? All these people never did anything to hurt you.
Lex.
What a twist!
It's a very good and subtle twist. But even so, I'm going to toss Sam Caldwell into low C tier. He's a great introduction to the story, but he's only a fraction of that story. So much so that his actual girlfriend at the time seems to have forgotten all about him later on.
If you had an imagination, you'd be dangerous.
We'll see about that tonight.
Ooh.
Oh man, put a pin on that one because I want to revisit that point when we get to her.
Noted. You guys okay with Sam at C then?
Yes.
Yes.
Done. Let's move on to Dr. Karen Howell.
This is Dr. Karen Howell, agricultural engineer.
Okay, so she does shit with plants or something on the Ishimura, right? But not Elizabeth Cross.
Correct.
I haven't found a single living survivor since I've left hydroponics.
Since this is a prequel to the OG, I just don't see why we don't get to play as Cross. It'd make much more sense to do that, right?
Because of the way it ends for Howell. We need to have that twist, you know, just like in every Dead Space game.
We'll get there when we rank Warren, but I understand why you'd think this way. It would have had more impact, I agree. And to be serious about this one, I don't even really consider her worth ranking. Especially since she's always telling Lexine that her friends are dead, even though she didn't even try to lift a finger to help them.
Don't leave us!
There's nothing I can do! I'm sorry! And the poor souls I met there are surely dead by now. I'm sorry, but your friends are dead. There's no way they could survive down there, and neither can we.
Well, yeah, the most noteworthy thing she does is fight the brute and expose.
We'll get to that, but for now, let's just toss her into D tier, with the saving grace being that she's playable, albeit for a single chapter.
I'm okay with that. At least Sam's drop into madness was awesome to watch. His twist ending was better. And he had some kind of relationship with Lexine.
Yet another pin I want in on this girl.
Jesus, Donnie.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
That's not what I meant. I'm saying talking points.
Sure, big guy.
Moving on, let's get into the side character, Nicole Brennan, who makes a small cameo.
I'm Nicole Brennan, by the way, Senior Medical Officer.
And what makes this so interesting is that this will be the only time that the player will actually get to interact with the real Nicole Brennan, and not a projection from the marker.
But it's just a small infection on the crew deck.
Small? Doctor, bodies are piled up down there.
It's actually kind of sweet to not only see the true Nicole, but to watch her work in her own field. But I did cringe when she's just giving out shots like candy. One for Warren. One for Nate.
Here you go.
One for Nicole.
No! Nicole, no!
No! Damn it, Nicole!
Drugs are a hell of a drug.
No shot.
Yes, shot.
You guys are fucked up. Jokes aside, the little bit of characterization we get is a plus, even if it's small. So I'm okay with C tier.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Agreed.
Cool. Dang, there's a lot of C tiers happening here.
A lot of mediocre shit, to tell the truth.
Anyways, let's go ahead and start up Warren Eckhart, the loudmouth blowhard of the group.
Because every group has to have one, apparently.
You shit-talking me?
What's your name?
Warren Eckhart, Executive Director of Colonial Mining Operations.
Quite a mouthful.
The only thing good about this asshole was that he would use his security clearance to access rooms.
Sir, the shuttle's locked. We can't get inside.
My access code will open it.
Security code's no good. Let me try. I have executive clearance.
Lexine, what about you?
If it won't open for me, it won't open for a bloody waitress.
Other than that, it was obvious this dude was part of the church. He barely hid how interested he was in Lexine.
Not as interested as McNeel was when she dropped her helmet.
No, but he was basically staring at her chart when he got out of that tank, and then when he got caught, he faked a faint.
I'm fine. Just give me a minute.
Mr. Eckhart!
Hey!
Believe me, I know what a feint looks like. And this dude was lying out of his executive of Colonial Mining Operations ass.
Joe's right on this guy. He basically reeked of the church, no matter how much he denied it.
What are you, a marker head?
A unitologist? Certainly not.
They practically wrote it on the walls that he was untrustworthy.
Everyone's looking for someone.
What was that?
Yeah, nothing. Just mumbling.
And it all comes to a head when he and Dr. Howell get into a confrontation where she basically unmasks who he really is.
You're the one who switched all the personnel after they found the marker.
Resource distribution is my responsibility.
And what about seeding unitologists into every corner of the ship? Is that your responsibility too?
I fail to see what difference someone's faith makes, Doctor.
Look around, you stupid marker head.
And you know what that means.
He betrays someone.
If you think it doesn't...
No, Doctor! My God has very different plans!
I am shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
It's actually more impressive that he was able to betray two different people in the same game.
You son of a bitch! I'm afraid so. Sorry, Sergeant, but I can't let you stop me.
So where do you guys want him? Because even with his obvious twist and all, I can't see him in B rank. He's just another slop for the C pile. Just another church member who betrays the protagonist because of the marker blah 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 blah.
And just like every uni betrayer, they end up getting got by the very thing they love so damned much.
My reward will be...
Well. How the turntables...
So yeah, I agree to C tier.
Agreed. However, I would like to point out something that he says to Howell right as she dies, and it's that he mentions his God directly.
My God has very different plans.
I find that fascinating because it's the first time that anyone has actually expressed a deity in unitology. Sure, they reference Altman, but he's more of a prophet than a god.
Speak for yourself, because to me it's just fucking uni bullshit.
Okay, moving on, our next one is Nathan McNeel. A detective on the colony, which would have been an amazing show to watch, I think.
Detective Nathan McNeel.
Well, I'll be damned.
He's the main person we will be playing as for about 90% of the game. He keeps a level head and always tries to get the group moving forward to safety.
Grab that sheet and plug it over the hatch. Move!
There's gotta be access from there to the rest of the ship. Let's go.
Which is good, because you got Eckhart on one side being a negative Nicole.
Someone's gotta go down there and flip the launch hatch by hand.
Someone? I wouldn't even know what it looks like.
And Gabe just not really giving a fuck about others' safety at all.
She's your responsibility. You want to stay here, you go right ahead. I'm getting out.
I find McNeel to be a good middleman between all the arguing.
Did you just say negative, Nicole?
You say that like McNeel didn't shoot that poor engineer to save Lexine. Dude was getting pulled like that Belch kid in Stephen King's It miniseries. And not only can you hear everyone telling you to shoot the guy, but the actual game itself tells you to do it as well.
Let go, please!
Not letting go. We'll shoot it.
Let go!
Alright, I guess this is the night bitches die.
Poor fucker didn't deserve to go out like the guy who gets kicked off in the 2005 Poseidon Adventure reboot.
Take him off! Take him off! No!
All right, look, I'm not going to let you gang up on my boy, Nathan McNeel. You all act like he didn't immediately save Lexine when she got her ass yeeted into space.
Plus she throws shade at Gabe as well.
Thank you for not leaving me. You're not like Weller.
Amen to that.
But moving along, I liked him. I wish that we got to play him more, as he was a solid protagonist. Too bad he doesn't actually get to survive with the others.
I find it ironic that while fighting that crab fucker, and spoiler alert, McNeel loses his hand. However, we're shown that he's still alive and kicking later on, even surviving while fighting his way to the escape shuttle.
Yeah, that's human resilience, Donnie.
Exactly my point. A regular human can survive having their limbs taken off easily, yet these necromorphs that unitologists think are the next step of human evolution drop like fucking flies when you cut them off. It will never make sense to me.
Yes, we know your stance on unitology.
You're just not enlightened yet.
Can we rank this guy already?
Well, I vote for A tier. The man did everything he could do, and he practically sacrificed himself to get the others off the ship. Plus he fought off the crab necro all on his own in space. Dope as fuck.
Yeah, how'd he do all that without having to replenish his air supply? Every time Isaac was outside, he had like 3 minutes tops.
I'm good with A tier as well. He wasn't bad at all.
Same. It's just a shame that in the end he turns into a necro.
Side note, I'm going to be honest with you, I thought the way he goes out was great, but I thought he would have had a much better ending if, while he was in the captain's nest hacking into that system, he gets turned around and killed by an infector. That way it turns out that McNeel is the necro that Hammond traps in the escape pod.
Thought that one was dead when I sealed the pod. These things don't die easily.
Oh shit, that really would have been dope.
Much better than giving this game a useless cliffhanger, but also puts another notch in the Lexine needs to be saved belt.
Speaking of which, we'll start up with Lexine Murdoch, the typical damsel in distress.
What's your name?
Lexine. Let go! Lexine Murdoch.
Lexine! Don't shoot! Lexine!
Okay, so I would say that I agree with what Joe said. Throughout the entire Dead Space franchise, we never really had to rescue anyone as much as we did Lexine. In fact, if I were to compare her to anyone in the Resident Evil franchise,
Don't you say it.
she would obviously have to be
Donnie, you shut your mouth.
the Ashley Graham of Dead Space.
Ashley! Ashley!
Oh, never mind, carry on.
Oh yeah, easily. All the other female characters, with the obvious exception, take care of themselves just fine. Even Howell and Daniels. And of course the Dead Space Queen herself. But Lexine is just constantly screaming and needing to be helped. I think even Dr. Howell saves her.
I'm going to work up an antibiotic that'll give your system a kickstart and clear your head.
I think at one point a brute straight up knocks her out and ragdolls her ass into a wall, but she still survives, which is wild. The universe did not want her to die at all.
It's dead. You did it.
The same universe that was perfectly fine with having Hammond viciously amputated by one. Get fucked, I guess.
Well, that's because she's actually the only person in the universe who seems to be immune to the marker's touch.
I have found the subject you were looking for, Lexine Murdoch. She appears immune to the marker's effects.
This may be because she was born on Earth or something completely different, but for that reason alone, she's incredibly important to the church. Which is funny because if you react to the marker like Isaac, then the church wants you, but if you don't react to it, the church still wants you.
You're damned if you do, and you're damned if you don't.
I would just like to point out that the cover art for this game is a big fucking lie. I guess that's supposed to be Lexine shooting a plasma cutter, however that never actually happens.
It is a bit misleading, right? It even makes you think that you'll be playing as her.
At least she does help Gabe in the end there, blasting bitches with the pistol. I think she even kicks one at some point.
The double tap.
And we haven't even mentioned the time where they showed her walking around bare ass and shit. Goddamn McNeel is just staring at her.
Of course you would bring attention to that scene.
Well, yeah, why the hell is she completely bare when all the men are still clothed for their examinations? If you ask me, that's some sexist shit right there.
Well, I will say that although she does have a backbone of sorts, much more than Eckhart or even the no names that they come across, it's still not really enough to impress me.
I am not just going to sit here and wait to die. I'm coming with you.
I say she goes into high C. Her immunity is very interesting, but not enough for me to turn a blind eye to all the rescuing. I hate to admit it, but even Rebecca fought back for 95% of zero.
Whereas Lexine just seems to be there for eye candy.
God damn it, don't end the segment on that.
Classic Donnie.
I did it to make a point.
Yeah, I'm sure you're making a massive point right now.
The biggest you've ever seen, old man.
Enough. Let's just finish this game and rank Gabe Weller.
Am I glad to see you? Was it like this when you got here?
Worse. Let's fight our way through.
He's the sergeant on the Ishimura's security forces and was sent down to the colony to retrieve the bodies from the first chapter so that they can be transported onto the ship for unitology reasons.
This dude was a major hard ass. Sure, he was good in a fight.
The day I can't put down a rookie is the day I hang up my boots.
But damn was his bedside manner absolute shit.
Sorry, sweetheart, but you can't come with us.
PSEC's pretty decimated.
Can we stop for a moment?
No time. Man up, sweetheart.
He's the exact description that Neil gives about Gabe in Revelations 2.
Wait, Neil. What about Gabe?
He's ex-military. The man eats danger for breakfast and craps it out by dinner.
Hold up. Did Capcom really copy the names of McNeel and Gabe from Extraction and just shorten it for their own guys?
That's pretty sus, actually.
Back to what I was saying, Gabe does have his flaws, but he's also helping McNeel push the group forward. Also, apparently he joins in on the fights on the side, but since we basically shoot 100% of all the necros on screen, I'll just have to take their word for it.
Jesus, thanks for the help, guys. Where were you? Right here, dealing with their own shit. What do you want, a medal?
True, I can't get mad at someone who can take charge so effectively.
Quit gabbing and close that door. It's jammed, sir. So, unjam it.
A man after my own heart.
Grab anything that isn't nailed down and finish that barricade. McNeel, get over here and start riveting.
Plus, he throws shade at Eckhart.
Then I suppose I'm coming too.
Must be nice to finally grow a pair, Eckhart.
On top of all that, he doesn't like the church either. Which I am all for, of course, because he's not an idiot.
CEC. Sounded more like the church to me. But I guess there isn't much difference anymore, is there?
Still dumb enough to turn his back on someone who he knows had a gun. Hell, even I knew that Eckhart was going to pop this boy for finding his secret.
You son of a bitch.
I'm afraid so.
But just like I gave Rebecca points for surviving a point-blank shot from Wesker's Samurai Edge,
Rebecca! Don't move.
I'm gonna do the same for Gabe. The dude still lives and fights on afterwards when his guts are probably screaming. But here's what I want to do. Instead of ranking him just for Extraction and then again for the Dead Space 2 DLC, we'll just go ahead and combine the two and then transition into the games that deal heavily with the sequel.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that seems fair.
Good, but before we do that, let's go ahead and rank the game properly this time. All right, let's get this done quick. Last time we did this, we weren't being fair, so now's the time to do it right. But let's start with the cons first.
Well, the first biggest flaw is obviously the whole rail shooting experience. I mean, it's okay to do it first, but when you can't really look at characters and have to strain to hear what they're saying to each other behind your back, it gets annoying.
Something moved.
What's really annoying is trying to grab shit during those moments, or even at all. Sometimes it seems like the game wasn't even giving you enough time to snag something that looks important, and the controller mechanics suck. I'm all for innovation, but even at the time, that shit got tedious. Shaking the controller for the glowworm to work, or even to slash open doorways was the fucking worst.
My biggest gripe would be that when you grabbed an audio log, the voice would talk to you through your controller. And if you're shooting something or somebody else is talking, forget it. You ain't hearing shit. Also, I wasn't a big fan of the choose your path shit that it offered. However, with all that said, I now think that it is actually not as bad as we initially thought.
Absolutely, 100%. Being on the colony as it's torn to hell was very cool to watch. In fact, where the OG is comparable to Event Horizon. I like to think that the destruction of the colony feels like John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars. Derelict red planet uncovering something ancient that assaults the minds of the colonists to mutilate and murder everyone. I really enjoyed it.
I agree that the game was actually better than what I'd thought, and I can forgo the controls and sloppy motion control gameplay of an era nearly 2 decades old to appreciate the characters. If only they had done what you suggested, Barry, and made McNeel the necro that Hammond shoots out, that would have been the cherry on top. Instead, the only connection we have to Isaac's crew is when Lexine tries to hail the Kellyan at the last moment.
This is Ishimura Shuttle 23. Kellyan, don't go in there. Do you hear me?
So I go with B tier.
Yes, easy.
I agree, done. As much as I hate Saki, he was right to push us to fixing that.
I'd rather praise Altman than that jailer.
Oh yeah?
There's a seminar next week if you feel that way.
Knock that shit off.
Relax, we're just fucking around. First, let's go back to the characters list. Now, let's slide into Severed since it's connected with both Gabe and Lexine, and we'll finish ranking him.
Oh, now that's a show worth chatting about.
True, but it needs to be careful. All these questions and so little answers, it's gonna end up like Lost. So I hope they have a great conclusion when they finish.
Severed is in the DLC, you guys, not Severance the Apple Show.
Kind of stupid to only have the left eye socket plated over, no matter how cool it's supposed to look.
Which it doesn't.
As we've mentioned before, Gabe and Lexine have made their way onto the sprawl. They've even managed to create a life for themselves.
He also got a facelift or something, because there's no way that Gabe from Extraction looks like the one in Severed. He looks older on the Wii.
Somebody call the cops, because there's obviously a surgical madman running loose in dead space.
At least Ramon Tikaram reprises his role. That's always a plus for me.
We also forgot to mention that he's the voice of Ramatra in Overwatch 2.
That's because Overwatch 2 is not worth mentioning.
Do humans find comfort in such petty humor?
All right, guys, let's focus up. As I was saying, he and Lexine have started a new life, and in more ways than one since Lexine is not only a Weller now, but also pregnant.
Damn, Gabe.
You dirty little doggy.
God damn, she really is the Claire of Dead Space. First Sam.
Sam was my boyfriend.
Then McNeel. And now Gabe.
That's not fair, Don. We have no idea how well they bonded within those 3 years.
They're having a kid, Joe. Pretty sure they bonded really well.
Did you just say bonded?
I meant bonded.
Wow, Barry.
A little Freudian slip there, huh?
God damn it, moving on. So the plot of the Severed DLC is that, as the Sprawl is under attack, Gabe is trying to get to Lexine. However, Director Tideman gives the orders to kill all key subjects.
This is Director Tideman to all personnel. I want the key subjects terminated and the facility scrubbed.
Key subjects? You've got to be kidding me. They want us to hunt down and kill somebody in this mess. Goddamn answer me, Vic. I have to get to the hospital. I have to get to Lexine.
Are we going to rank Victor too?
I thought about it, but decided not to. Although he's Gabe's superior and appears to help him get to Lexine at first.
You just going to say it?
Yeah, fuck it. Vic tries to kill Gabe because it turns out that Lexine is on the list of key subjects.
Because of her immunity to the markers.
Most likely. And you know what that means.
He betrays someone.
I knew you'd try to interfere if you knew.
Lexine is a key subject. She has to be terminated.
He gets fucked by some unis anyways, walking in like the Blue Sun Corporation from Firefly.
Oh, that's right. That whole thing with the unis was weird and felt unnecessary. They end up dying anyways, and it all could have just been done better if they had kept Vic as the main villain and Gabe having a showdown with him at the end.
In the end, I think Gabe Weller should be S tier. He isn't just a one-shot character, his reappearance showed how much he grew. And then he does the ultimate sacrifice for Lexine. The man really did love her and made sure that she and the baby were going to be safe. It's practically Ethan Winters.
Goodbye, Lex. I love you.
I still would have liked more with him than just a DLC, maybe having him help out Isaac during the outbreak, but for what we get, I can get behind an S rank.
Yeah, I'm there too. I would also like to point out that Lexine was absolutely right with what she said back in Extraction.
Which was?
She is a curse.
Nicole, Dr. Heil, even my dad and Sam. What am I? Some kind of curse?
Yes. And now you can add Gabe Weller to that list.
Fucking Christ.
Jesus, dude.
Hey, I calls them like I sees them.
What's next, Barry?
Okay guys, so the next one is going to be a bit of a treat because we were finally able to play the Dead Space mobile game.
Thank God. I can't believe how many people ragged on us for not ranking it.
No shit. It was like misspelling a word during an online argument. Fuckers are ruthless.
Well, I'm actually glad that we played it. It's a great prequel for DS2, much better than that other one.
Which we'll get to soon enough. So let's just rank the characters and then as a bonus we'll slap it onto the game's ranking tier as well, propped with the others, where it belongs.
Sounds good.
Dope.
Right. So first off, there's really like only 3 humans and 1 giant necromorph boss to speak of, but to be honest, we'll leave Tideman out simply because we get enough of him in DS2.
Understandable.
I'm okay with that.
Okay, let's go ahead and start with Vandal.
I've been selected for a secret mission down in the core systems on the Shard. I hope I can do them proud. Alban be praised.
Well, that's their code name, at least added with that voice filter too.
Well, yeah, but Tyler explains as to why.
Remember, your code name is Vandal. Under no circumstances tell anyone your real name, understand? Your voice filter will keep you anonymous if you meet anyone.
Right, because they're there to do exactly what their name states. Vandalize.
Sorry, what did you say his name was?
Vandal, sire.
His name was Vandal? That was his real name. Why the fuck would Tyler name him after the very thing he's trying to do?
I do not know, your unholiness.
Jesus fucking Christ, from now on, no more of this clever name bullshit.
More like sabotage. Vandal is yet another engineer, and a newly indoctrinated unitologist who was sent by the church to practically destroy the power and communications to the entire sprawl.
Your engineering skills make you perfect for this task, but you're still a new convert to unitology.
However, they immediately regret their actions when everything goes to shit.
You knew this would happen, you lying sons of bitches. People are dying because of what we did, what I did.
Goddamn, another engineer. I'm starting to think we should have made a counter for that one as well.
So Vandal goes into the Mia Winters category of fuck around, find out, feel bad, and fix shit.
Ah yes, the 4 F's of consequence.
Also, can we drop the mystery already and spoil this shit? I don't want to keep tiptoeing around this identity bullshit just because it's a simple Metroid twist, one that I called an hour into the game.
Fine, fuck it. You guys have no sense of theatrics.
It's actually pretty cringy, Bear.
I got better shit to do than play these linguistic gymnastics for you.
The big twist is that at the end of the game, Vandal's helmet pops off and it's revealed that she's a woman.
She's a woman!
And her name is Carrie Norton. And as a lovely little info tidbit, she was born in a colony ship to Borealis.
I was born in space. Colony ship to Borealis.
Yes.
Wait, she's not related to that other Norton dick in DS3, right?
They never say.
Fuck.
If I can be honest, I absolutely hate that trope at this point. It always just feels like these reveals are riding on Metroid's coattails.
Damn, Joe, I expected that kind of shit from Donnie. Not from you.
I know, right?
Anyways, Vandal then spends the entire game doing her best to survive. And I gotta say that Carrie was definitely an interesting character for sure. However, since she just kind of feels like Isaac Clarke you order from Temu, I'm gonna put her down to B.
I can agree to that. However, I do want to point out that her mind goes through so much shit, even more so than Isaac does in the OG. It almost feels like her slipping sanity is on par for him in the sequel, and she's never even near the damn marker.
What the fuck is going on?
You're being hysterical. I need you to focus.
I feel the same, but I agree to B tier mainly for the last part of the game. If she was an engineer, then she should have known what was going to happen if certain things got cut.
Okay, listen carefully. The first thing you have to do is open the door to the public sector.
Are you nuts? That door's the only thing keeping the monsters on this side of the sprawl.
Not if the seal's broken, it's not. Listen to me. Opening that door during a quarantine lockdown will set off the emergency fail-safes and lock down all the doors. Not just the tube, but the hub as well. It's the quickest way. Just take out the door security.
Good segue into the next character, so let's start this with Tyler Radikoff.
Now let's get started. What we're doing here is vital to the cause. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Ah, yes, the classic handler for the protagonist.
Hey now, this dude ain't no Hunnigan. However, I will admit that I liked him and even found his voice to be kind of soothing. It really sounds like Nathan Fillion, to be honest.
See, morbid and creepifying, I got no problem with, long as she does it quiet like.
Weird.
Well, I'm sure that Andy Chanley would love to know that, Joe.
You think so?
Moving on, so you never actually get to see Tyler, only hear what Joe calls his sultry voice.
Appropriate.
Come on.
So Tyler's Vandal's contact and integral in everything that Vandal does. He's the one who tells her in what to destroy.
Start by using your plasma saw there to take out the power boxes in this room. There should be 3 of them.
He even laments on their actions and what they've done.
You left me for dead.
No, I swear. I didn't know what they were doing. I only just found out myself. I've been trying to reach you.
He tells her where to go.
Make for the tube, and I'll be with you every step of the way. I promise.
And also how some of the weapons work.
You ever use the secondary mode on the core extractor? Packs a punch like God's own fist.
He's also a fucking comedian. Bastard fucks with Vandal's head whenever he gets the chance.
Vandal, that door's part of the quarantine lock. You'll have to backtrack about 300 meters, take a right through the utility area, and then get over that mine shaft and... I'm just screwing with you. Try it now, it's open.
You see, that's why I like him so much. He even gives her little care packages and shit throughout the game.
Hey, Vandal, there's another little something waiting for you nearby. Check the service chute.
I'm doubtful. Is this dude just out walking around dropping shit into vents all day? Are we to believe that he actually goes out into this chaotic hell?
Well, there's that one part when Vandal faces a brute for the first time, and he tells her how to defeat it.
All right, Vandal, listen up. I already met one of these things. Just stay calm and focus.
So I would gather that, yes, he's out there trying to survive as well.
Can I just spoil this shit?
Yeah, we're talking way too much for a character in a fucking mobile game.
I mean, I think we kind of did it earlier already, but yeah, go for it.
We've already established that he tells Vandal how he didn't know what the church was intending and that he's going to help her out. So you go through all this chaotic shit with him, learning about his past, building that trust.
Hey, Tyler, you never told me where you're from.
I was born on Mars. Couldn't wait to get off-world. How you hanging in there, Vandal? You coping?
Sure, I guess. Just exhausted. This is not how I expected today to go.
Me either.
Dude wants a code name too.
I've been thinking, maybe I need a code name too to go with Vandal. Vandal in the Russian. What do you think?
I think you're crazy, but in a good way.
Adorable.
Quentin Grinder soured that shit for me.
2 boys, uncovering secrets, wanted dead or alive, just like a falcon and a snowman.
And then bam. It turns out that he's been lying this entire time once again and leading Vandal to continue the church's plan.
Oh my God.
You've truly lived up to your name.
The power's down. All the doors are jammed open. What have you done?
I didn't do anything, but you've done what's right.
Which is why I wonder if he really did go out there and fight that brute, or if he only watched others do it successfully from his ivory tower.
How do you think I felt, helping you kill all those ascended souls? But I made that sacrifice, and now you've redeemed yourself too.
You son of a bitch, Tyler.
In the end, he actually gets away with it. The only unitologist who actually wins.
I've got to go. Remember, this is the life beyond death. We are all promised.
Fuck you, Tyler. I'm not just gonna sit here and die.
Damn, I actually have to give him credit. He not only went complete Kendra, but then out-Kendra'd Kendra herself.
Damn, those mental gymnastics you do.
Eat my presidential ass.
Don't you dare take my joke, you motherfucker.
Focus. I'm gonna say he goes into B under Vandal. Although everything he does would make him a top candidate for A tier easy, I just can't justify doing it for someone that we never even fucking see. I mean, shit, at least we get to see Hunnigan.
Without her glasses, too.
You know you're kind of cute without those glasses. Give me your number when I get back.
I'm good with B.
Sane.
Good. Let's finish up the mobile with the big bad necromorph at the end. The final boss. Which, I'm not kidding, is its literal name.
Firing on all creative cylinders with that one.
Yeah, if you could just allow me to infect the entire space station, that would be great.
The giant monstrosity that's wrapped around the core of the station, showing Vandal that it's the real reason why the station is under siege, and not what she did.
Christ, I knew it wasn't the sabotage that did this. That thing's suffocating the entire core.
I get that this fight wasn't supposed to be so complex because it was on mobile, but goddamn did they have to make the thing a basic carbon copy for the Poison Ivy fight in Arkham Asylum, which came out 2 years prior. You gotta dodge the oncoming projectiles, the tentacle slams, and even the ads that it literally calls for.
A bit of a stretch, Donnie.
Yeah, I don't remember Vandal running around and throwing batarangs.
Oh my god.
Side note on that, I got a chuckle out of it because even though the OG Hive Mind didn't have ads in its fight, the remake one did. Making me think that they reused that asset and having Isaac struggle harder with that fight.
The real struggle is with the controls and making sure that you hit the weak points just right. But I can't fault it for that, so I'm okay with putting this thing into C tier. It's a legit fight, but like Joe said, it's practically just an upgraded Hive Mind battle.
Agreed.
Sane. I would also like to point out that it does the classic grab the hero as it falls to its death cliche, just like we mentioned in Resident Evil, Degeneration, and Lord of the Rings.
And die hard.
It's actually reversed in GoldenEye.
For England, James?
So badass.
Bond is the biggest dick in that scene. He didn't even need to save him just to drop him anyways.
I know you're not talking shit about my best Bond boy.
You mean the wave-riding one who RE6'd the whole franchise, making the studio reboot? He's not even the best one.
You take that back, you Lazenby-loving shit stain.
Back on track, let's go ahead and swap this over to the game's ranking and put it exactly where it belongs. So I'm just going to say that the Dead Space mobile game has its share of flaws, however. None of them have to do with either the story or the characters. They're mainly just with the fact that it's a mobile game. Shitty controls made the gameplay a bit of a drag. Then there's this annoying limb glitch that only happened whenever you would kill either a pregnant or an exploder. But if you killed too many, then good luck going through that shit. But not bad either way.
Agreed. Vandal, Tyler, Lester Purry recurring his role for Tideman. Shit, even the boss Necro are great additions to the Dead Space universe. The story itself is impressive with how well it bridges yet another gap between 1 and 2, and if I'm being completely honest, I prefer this spin-off over Ignition, hands down.
Absolutely, it really did feel like its own fully fledged Dead Space game. Store access for supplies, bench workshop for upgrades, and even nodes. Damn thing is more of a Dead Space game than Dead Space 3 was. I was also impressed with the level of gore and language it had. For a mobile game back in 2011 that wasn't a Candy Crush or Angry Birds like game, that's fucking crazy. I vote an absolute solid B rank.
Yeah, 100%, I'm down with that.
Done. Okay, let's get back to the characters. Which unfortunately means we'll have to start up Ignition.
The biggest fucking groan of my life.
No shit, this one is so fucking awful. Just like we mentioned before, it's the equivalent of a fucking Flash game on Newgrounds. It deserves its D-tier placement.
Thank God we're just ranking the characters then. And it shouldn't take us too long either, seeing as how there are really only two people. Sarah Anderson and Franco Delisle.
Well, Sarah was at least a badass, but again, since this game is basically sold in the discount rack at your local Best Buy, we never really control anyone. So not much to really speak about.
Can we at least try?
What's there to try? She's the security officer who apparently is also fucking Franco on the side.
You think you could have been any less subtle?
I'm sure I could try.
She tries her best to keep him safe, but ultimately fails no matter which way you go. Even in this choose your path bullshit, she is destined to die. So I say throw her into D tier because at least she looks like Regina from Dino Crisis.
Oh fuck yeah, I'm down with that.
The rank or Regina?
Both. Capcom really needs to remake that series too.
Just not 3.
Agreed.
Alright then fine, D tier. What about Franco?
Fuck him too, just slap his ass alongside her as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, but I can't, because at least with Franco, we technically do control him. His hacking abilities are what push the narrative, regardless of how stupid it is. But more importantly, he not only has more character than Sarah, but also is shown in both Ignition and DS2.
But only because he does the most basic requirement in all Dead Space games.
He fucking betrays someone.
Sorry, Sarah. So sorry.
Franco! Open the door!
I can't take you with me. Please forgive me.
God damn. Betraying someone in Dead Space is just like a chopper pilot dying in Resident Evil. It's a fucking given.
So he is actually a uni that is sent to wake up Isaac Clarke on the sprawl, and the ending scene to Ignition is the literal opening scene to DS2, which means he gets his comeuppance in the grossest way possible at the time.
Oh man, so fucking true. That shit was so fucking gross to see back in 2011, watching some poor motherfucker turning into a necro just inches away from Isaac. Thank God they brought it back in the remake with all its 4K glory.
Good point. I'll add it to the small reason as to which his character gets a slight bump over Sarah.
A slight bump, yes, but I'm going to side with Donnie on this one. I will be damned before Altman and the church, before I let you put anyone in this shit game in B tier or above. We're literally ranking moving pictures. It would be like if we did this for that comic in the bonus sections of Extraction, but worse since it's so goddamn short.
And that comic is so much better either way.
Fuck that, I'm not crazy. Lowest of C tier is fine for me.
Good. We're not ranking the comic though, right?
Hell no.
Thank God.
Altman be praised.
Fuck off with that uni shit.
Take a joke, Donnie.
Yeah, we're not being serious.
Screw that, you both have been giving me weird marker head vibes for the past hour. I'm out of here until you both cool off.
He will be.
We will bring him to the fold.